Hey guys, Dee here, how are we all doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh my god, this weather is driving me insane. It's like cold and I was excited for like spring to come early and to start like repotting all my plants that need repotting, but nope, the weather has other ideas. So yeah, that's gonna have to wait, I think, another month or so. We'll see how it progresses, but yeah, I have so much repotting to do. But anyway, let's digressing because this is not what this video is about. This video is going to be a plant haul and it's going to be basically showing you some plants that I have accumulated since I don't even know when. I think from like October. It's just plants that didn't make it into my plant haul that I've kind of picked up here and there. So I thought I'd show you guys this plant haul. So the first plant, I don't know what to start with. I've only got like 5, so I guess not everyone's into these, but the first plant I got is this orchid and I love it. I've been looking for this kind of like coloration of orchid forever. It's not exactly the one I want because one that I really want is kind of like, it's speckled but it's yellow and I can't find it. I've seen it a couple of years ago and now I just can't seem to find it anywhere. But anyway, I got this one instead and oh my god, it is gorgeous. I love it. As you can see, it's literally, well, you can't really see if I bring it back here. It's in like full bloom and these blooms are just gorgeous. I'm gonna have to get a close-up later. But yeah, they're gorgeous and they sparkle. I don't know if anyone's ever really noticed this about Phalaenopsis orchids, but their flowers are actually like sparkly, and if you, like, the sun hits them at just the right angle, you can see it, and it's just, yeah, it's really pretty. And I just love having orchids around because they are quite easygoing, like, to take care of. You don't really have to do too many special things to take care of them. This one, I did repot it because it was quite root bound, so I did repot it in a new pot and it seems to be doing really well. I did accidentally put this in like a bit too bright of light and it didn't like it, so I've moved it a bit further away from my south-facing window. And yeah, it seems to be doing really well. It did lose a leaf, unfortunately. I don't really know why. It just turned yellow and died. So I'm kind of experiencing that at the moment with quite a few of my other orchids, and I don't know why. I don't know why they're turning yellow. Like, they're getting watered, they've been fertilized, they're getting light. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, this one is just gorgeous. Like, the patterning, like the venation is just, it's stunning. So yeah, this is one of the first plants that I have acquired and I'm gonna just slide it over here. And then the next one is a peperomia and I have absolutely no idea what type of peperomia this is. So it's miniature, it's very small, and I'm torn between this being a peperomia frost and a a Napoli Night. So if you guys know exactly what type of peperomia this is, please let me know because I'm not sure. I can't tell what it is. But if you can see, I need to get a little bit closer to the camera. It's got quite a lot of new babies. I kind of struggled with this one a little bit. It was doing really well and then I put it in a different pot and it didn't like it and it started to drop leaves. So I put it back in this pot, in this nursery pot, and it seems to be doing alright. Again, it is kind of losing leaves here and there, but with all that tiny little amazing new growth inside of it, it should be, you know, it should continue to survive. I have this under my cloche at the moment in my little mini greenhouse just because it wasn't doing so well and it hasn't got that large of a root system, so I was hoping the extra humidity and the sunlight and the warmth will like help encourage the roots to grow. So I'm crossing the fingers that this survives. I'm not too sure at the moment if it is, but we're hoping. So the next plant that I got is one that I already had, but sad story, I dropped it on the floor and it dropped upside down and the leaves just got smushed and they broke, and I tried to save it. The root system was still there, but I think it was just too small of a plant to survive, so unfortunately it's in plant heaven now. I put it in the compost, so it's gone, and I just thought I'd try again with another one. This is a Calathea rosea-picta. I think they call this one Dotty, I'm not sure, that could be a different one. But yeah, oh my god, right, I have this right next to a humidifier, And I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but it's already like these two lower leaves are all like they're crispy. They are super crispy. These are the two new leaves that it's given me. It's got another one unfurling in the middle, if you can kind of see. But yeah, it is crisping up at the edges, and I don't know what this plant is frustrating me. It really is frustrating me. If this one doesn't survive, I'm kind of just done because I don't know what else to do. It's hydrated, it stays moist all the time, it's right next to a humidifier, it's warm. Like, what else do you need, plant? I don't know if any of you guys are experiencing some kind of problems with your calatheas as well. Like, I honestly don't know what else to do. I think I'm gonna have to try giving it like the shower method every week, kind of just go give it like a, you know, rinse off and see if that helps, because again, I have no idea like why these leaves are crisping up. I use filtered water, my other calatheas are fine. This one, yeah, it's just one of those plants for me at the moment that I'm just not enjoying. The next plant that I have is a calathea, and this is the Calathea White Star. Obviously, I think they've renamed calatheas now. It's Repot or something. I don't know, I can't pronounce it, so I'm gonna just stick with calathea. But yeah, this is the White Star variety, and I don't know, this is a plant I like, but I also kind of am a bit meh about. Like, it is really pretty. I like that, you know, the pink on it, like these pink in the leaves. This definitely is a lot easier than my freaking Calathea ornata, which again, it's kind of on the vein, like line this one. I hate the Calathea ornata. This one is it's faring a lot better. Obviously there are some brown tips, but that's because I was a bad plant parent and I've been kind of not had a regular watering schedule with this, so I've kind of underwatered it for a bit too often. And so it's giving me some like brown tips. It's got a few brown tips, quite a few brown tips, but again, that's my fault. I need to definitely keep up on watering these guys. But yeah, this is a really easygoing calathea, and I'm gonna take it out of its cache pay. I'm not sure if you guys are gonna be able to see this, but can you see that? It's giving me, so this is the first offshoot that actually came with it when I bought it, which is the reason I bought it, because I was like, ooh, it's got a baby. And now it's giving me another baby. So I'm doing something right with this one for sure. It's definitely rewarding me with some new growth. And yeah, this one is definitely one of the more easygoing calatheas I find, that and the Macayana, and yeah. I'm excited to watch this grow. I'm hoping it doesn't get like too much bigger, because, you know, I'm not gonna have space for these guys anymore. So I don't know where to put him, her, it. That's just kind of, we'll put it over here. Oh, wait. There we go. And then the last plant that I got is one, oh god, this is huge. It is the Anthurium clarinervium, and I kind of seesawed with this plant of whether I really wanted it or not, because I remember I saw it in person for the first time last year and I was kind of like, you know, I didn't really like it. I wasn't that into it, and then I just kept seeing it, and not like, it's not very common to find at all, but I did keep seeing it in certain plant shops, and I was just like, okay, and it kind of grew on me. It grew on me, and I just kind of had to have it. And I thought, you know, seeing as I have the Anthurium crystallinum silver, I was like, let's try taking care of a bit of an easier Anthurium, and that will be a lot more easier to come by if I get it. So I got this Anthurium clarinervium. There's actually, oh god, let's just take it out of its cache po. Oh. So there's actually 2 plants in this. So, oh, perlite going everywhere. Yeah, there's 2 stems in here. So this is a big bella, a big mama. And I actually had a flower on it when it arrived to me, and I didn't realise that you could like pollinate. I don't know if it, you know, if I would have had to wait for another inflorescence or if they already had taken the seeds and stuff from it. I'm really curious about like getting anthuriums to like pollinate and get the seeds. Like it's an interesting process. So I'm not like, I'm curious to see if this will like do that for me again, but it did give me 2 new leaves. I have no idea which ones they are. They're probably these ones, I think. The first new leaf it gave me, and then through the sea of heart-shaped leaves, this is the second leaf that it gave me. And yeah, I don't know, it arrived to me with all these like spots on it, and I think it had remnants of like spider mites on the bottom, so I've definitely treated this with neem oil like quite a few times. So I'm gonna just show you guys. Can you see that damage? I don't know what, it's got it on this leaf quite bad, if you can see, hang on, through the hearts. It's got it on this one too quite badly, and I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know like what is doing it, because again, like I said, there were like remnants of spider mites, but they weren't alive. I've used neem oil on this quite a few times, and there doesn't seem to be any pests at the moment, but like the stuff going on, you know, on the leaves, they don't look the best, and I don't know, I don't know what's going on. And when it came to me, it was soaking wet as well. So what I'm actually going to do right now, which is going to be like an impromptu repot with me, is actually going to take this out, and I'm just getting my newspaper ready. And I'm actually just going to check out the roots, because I am a bit worried that maybe it has some kind of root rot, because I know on the top here there are like some dead roots. So I'm hoping that it's okay. Oh wait, we got roots coming out the bottom. I did not even see that. So, without trying to spill this everywhere, I don't know if you guys can see, there's roots all out the bottom. So this definitely, yeah, that's a dead root as well. These ones seem to be faring a little bit better. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get this guy out without damaging, oh my lord. Okay, there we go. Oh my lord, root pulling out here. Wow. Can you guys see that? Damn, son. I don't know if I should repot this in a slightly bigger pot then. So I'm just going to take the stuff off of the top. It's very dry up here. So it looks like it's planted in cocoa core and perlite, which, you know, that should be good. But I think some of these roots, oh god, up here are definitely like dead. So I mean, these roots, man, these roots are crazy. Alright, so I've just taken pretty much most of the soil off, and the roots look alright. There are a few kind of dead ends on the root tips, but I definitely think, oh, yeah, that just came out of nowhere, no idea. So it is growing, they're doing really well, but I think I'm gonna repot this in a pot one size up, I'm thinking. So, oh god, be careful with that. So this is, I'm not sure what size this is. I think this is a 14 centimeter. I might go to a 15 because I don't have a 16 centimeter. So I'm gonna see if it fits in that. So yeah, this doesn't even look that much. Okay, I lied. It's a 15 centimeter pot. And this clearly ain't gonna go back in there, is it? So, oh, and I just knocked off a brand new baby root. Ooh. Okay, so that's not gonna work. We are probably gonna have to go, well, that is a size bigger. Alright, we might have to go one size even bigger. So, I'm just mixing up my soil mix quickly. So I'm reusing the soil that it came in, which is cocoa core, and I've just added some bark and charcoal to it. And so I'm just gonna mix this up because I just kind of want to make it a little bit more airy, because I know anthuriums like air. They like to be quite, you know, in a loose mixture. I am making such a mess right now, as usual. And unfortunately the problem is I don't have a pot that's one size bigger than the 15. I've only got an 18. And honestly, I think it'll be alright just because of the size of the plant. Hopefully. I don't think there should be a problem. And yes, I'm using an orchid pot. I'd like to put more holes in this, but I don't have the tools I require at the moment, so that's probably going to have to wait. But I think in the future I'll definitely, you know, just, you know, pop it out, put some more extra like aeration, because anthuriums definitely like to have quite a lot of like air and oxygen around their roots. So, oh, there we go. Can we get you in nicely, please? Oh, wait, I think I put too much soil in. Or have I? Yep, I think I put a little bit too much. Just take some out. Put this very gently back inside. What the hell keeps falling out of this plant? Honestly, there's like some weird stuff falling out of this. Alright, and then we're just gonna fill in very carefully around the edges while trying to maintain this being in the middle, which, you know, I always have problems. My plants always end up like lopsided, honestly. So yeah, I'm just gonna pour in, and then we're just gonna tap it to get it to go down. Oh god. Fill in around the roots. I'm going to lightly press it in, not very much, just a little bit, so it's secure. And then, yep, there is large air pockets, so no, we are going to have to keep filling. Okay, so I needed to just make a little bit more soil. I've just put like normal soil on the top layer. This doesn't seem very stable though, I don't know why. They're kind of floopy. And I don't think this is now actually going to fit back in my cash pay. I think it's going to be, oh, maybe get there. Wow. I didn't think it was going to fit, but it's just the perfect size. So yeah, I didn't think it was going to fit in here, and it did. And I've made a proper mess. So yeah, that was a impromptu plant haul and repotting. I'm hoping that this will do a lot better in this larger pot. I'm hoping that, oh my god, I can't actually get it out of the freaking cash pay now. I'm hoping it'll be alright in here. There are a few air pockets. I'm gonna have to, you know, keep bashing it around a little bit, but I'm hoping, yeah, see, look, it's leaning. It's leaning! I might have to put a stick in here to help help it stay upright. But yeah, I'm hoping it'll be okay in here. If you think that I've potted it in too big of a pot, let me know. I'm still kind of learning anthurium care. It's definitely a learning curve, but these leaves are definitely worth it. They are so gorgeous. They're so velvety as well. They just, oh, they feel so good. And they're just like, oh my god, like heart-shaped leaves. They're just adorable. So yeah, that was this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to subscribe, please do so. It is free. If not, you know, that is your choice. And yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling now, and I will catch you guys soon with another one. Bye!